not going to talk a whole lot about me tonight because I think most everybody here knows me, but I did file today, so I am myself, Andy Gregson, the district attorney in Randolph County, and the district attorney for Hardin and Lee, Miss Suzanne Matthews. We all showed a sign of solidarity for Dan Bishop. We went with Dan this morning. We filed with him showing 3 of the 4 district attorneys who were actually on the cycle went with him to show our solidarity for him running for Attorney General. It's very important for us to have someone conservative, a Republican like Dan. I mean, I want to say all kinds of things about Dan in a second because that's the only reason why I wanted to talk tonight anyway. But I can't tell you all the problems that we've had in this state with the Attorney General's office. I've been a prosecutor now for 27 years. I was an assistant DA in Cumberland County, an assistant DA in Hoke in Scotland. I was the chief deputy DA for Hoke in Scotland, and now the elected DA for Hoke and Moore. And over the 27 years that I've been in this office, I have seen so many underhanded things come out of the Attorney General's office. And I thought that Roy Cooper's office was terrible. I really did. Like, you know, it was a terrible office. But Roy Cooper is a moderate compared to Josh Stein. And the things that I have seen come out of the Attorney General's office. Friendly lawsuits. The NAACP filed a lawsuit. The only reason why they filed it is so that he could settle it. He let 10,000 prisoners out of prison early. But nobody heard about it because the media didn't cover any of that stuff. They're using some provisions on early release to take people who have minimum sentences for trafficking, habitual felon. They're letting people out early when they're not supposed to. The legislature has laid out minimum sentences for a reason. And so things like this, things like the fact that the death penalty is in effect in the state. I have a death verdict. I tried Tillman Freeman. He killed his 2 children, his 4-day-old daughter and his 5-year-old daughter. And people like Tillman Freeman are sitting on death row, and there hasn't been anybody executed since 2006. We have to have someone conservative in that position of Attorney General who's actually going to follow the law. And it's been coming for a long time. I think I can't speak for every district attorney in the state, but there are a majority of Republican district attorneys in the state, and we're fed up with it. We need someone who is going to be for the state, who's going to represent the state and the people of the state and follow the law. And Dan Bishop is definitely that guy. Dan is a good friend of mine. He supported me. He was the only person in national office who actually endorsed me when I ran for district attorney, so I'm forever grateful to him for that. But I will say, getting to know Dan and Joe and knowing what a great person, what a genuine person he is, what a smart and intelligent lawyer he is, and knowing what he's going to do for the state excites me. And so I've been with him all day today. I've been going everywhere I can to say Dan Bishop is our next Attorney General. Amen.